What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, why isn't showing? There it is. I don't know why the stream Twitch didn't update. Hold on. I love you, Colonel Sanders. There. I don't know why. There. Happy Valentine's Day. Ah, there we go. My microphone just killed itself out of the blue. And now the game... Here, exit game. Nothing is being captured by OBS now due to going through my headphone audio. Oh, there we go. Oh god. Click. Oh my god, please skip. Please skip. Please just skip. Please just skip. Please just skip. Please. Okay, good. We skipped the opening cut. That shit is loud, by the way. Loud. Anyway, speaking of stuff. Speaking of technical difficulties, guess what didn't work? I changed the background to be all like, oh, there we go. I fixed it. Cool. All right, I fixed it. Yeah, anyways, for today's very special occasion, the date with chat, I originally planned to get a bucket of KFC chicken. I shaved, wore my nicest collared shirt and everything. Because I guess who didn't get KFC? Guess who couldn't commit to the bit? Guess who, yeah, it is what it is. I've got, instead, a single piece of microwaved pizza and a broken fucking microphone. Hope you enjoyed mealtime with Quote today. Anyways, Pink BG! I did not just get out of work. As a matter of fact, I am... Oh my god, why is the music so quiet? Is this gonna be the rare instance where I have to turn down the SFX volume and not the music? Alright, back. Alright, yeah, this should be fine. I am gonna date the chicken guy, yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Single Awareness Day. You guys ready for this game? Can it be qualified as a game? It's on Steam, so I guess it can. New game. Before we get started, tell us your name. Ooh. Ooh, very important distinction. Welcome, chef. What name do we put? What name do we put in? Do we put our actual name? Do we put in a funny name? What name do we play? What name? What name? Can't wait for Quote to try and read a dialogue in a voice that suits this version of Colonel Sanders. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy! Quote should suffice. I read that as Quote should suffer, and honestly, I think I agree with that one. I don't know, I feel like going just Quote is kinda lame, you know? I gotta think of like a clever name. You know what? I'm gonna Google I'm gonna Google if the gender of the playable character is just ambiguous or not, because that will determine everything. What gender is the player character in I Love You, Colonel Sanders? Ambiguous gender. Okay, it is ambiguous. So no quote, no quote. Mr. is cool. I think it'd be stupid. Honestly, you know, I fuck with that. Honestly, I kind of fuck with that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Mr. is cool. No, it's Valentine's Day. Should I do something more romantic? I think I should do something more romantic, like quote. Quote is what? Nah, let's just do it. It's cool. Mr. is cool. Oh boy. I'm gonna check my microphone real quick. Because one thing my mic likes to do, after doing that thing where it does, is drop itself, yep, to 75% volume. Bump that shit all the way back up to 100. There we go. Alright. Who are these handsome lads? There's a cock on my wall. Alright. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over. Already? You might not be cut out for this. I give up. Alright guys, thank you so much for showing up to the Valentine's Day stream. On Tuesday, I believe we will do more Twilight Princess, and on Friday, I'm unsure of what the plan will be. We'll get there when we get there. See you guys then. Thank you for stopping by. Ah dear, unfortunately, it seems to me you guys have discovered the new reward for channel points on the Twitch side of things. Hey babe, where I will say one pickup line. I will warn, Mr. is cool. Most of these have foul language or innuendo. If you are not comfortable with that, do not redeem this. Screw Road. Oh shit, I don't have any of these written down, so they're all from memory. Let's go with the classic. Hey babe, are you an angel? Or no? Did it hurt when you fell out of fuck? Hey baby, are you an angel? Did it hurt when you fell out of heaven? Fuck, no. Okay, you know what? We'll get them next time. For Minnie, your eyes are as blue as the water in my toilet. Smack that clock, up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. Realizing I forgot to mirror the face cam. Baba booey. There we go. You need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze up on the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Mr. It's Cool! I would like to mention, when I was typing it out, I used the caps lock key to properly punctuate it, and it forced it into all caps, so I guess everyone is just yelling at me. Are you excited for the first day for the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person that I know. You're gonna do great. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she tipped the tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red? Ooh. I don't think the tower's a good thing. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I, cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. She just called us a chicken shit. You leave Mr. It's Cool's shin alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand, ma'am, what the fuck? You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add the extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. Hello. You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Ashley has children legs on her socks. Chicken, not children. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. Are we the bullies? They didn't seem that bad. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? Must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Mr. Iscool! So, are you gonna make me hold this door open all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the— who the hell is this guy? Hello, sir. You look like my general manager at the theater I work at, except if he had hair. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable! I feel like now's a good time to mention I've never played this game before. I get the feeling we're all in the same boat here. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? Oh, I got the voices mixed up. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Oh, where'd these come from? I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Whew. Oh. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland, Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Oh god, how am I ever going to do this guy justice? Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Mr. Iscool sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you! Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Oh god, he's not! Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Yeah, I know. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Ooh. Knowing the school, I think the beef treat is the wrong play. The rubber ball, that's not edible. Give him the chicken snack. Ooh, can dogs eat chicken? Dogs can eat chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ew. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have just learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Oh god, another pickup line for Minnie. The word of the day is legs. You want to go to my apartment and spread the word? Fucking hell, that one's awful. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Mr. Rizcool! There's still a seat here! Seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Ooh. I'm sorry, Colonel, but I gotta stick with the homies. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, if you're my best friend, who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days, that's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, all about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and point B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Pfft. Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Ooh. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Alright. So a slam dunk probably isn't the case. Probably not night vision goggles if I had to assume. I'm gonna go with feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or, as we all know, it's a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Pancake that looks like a silly... Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches... Just a simple yes. That's wrong! Fuck! I didn't want to be... Damn! Damn! I thought the middle one was good, but I thought it was laying it on too thick. Unfortunate. Only one wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. This place is watermelon colored. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grovel as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. That feels like a good time to update the thumbnail. There we go. Perfect. All right. I'm 100% like, this is how Colonel Sanders' school life was before he made his restaurant. Oh my god, I'm realizing once again, I've forgotten the stream preview. This always happens without fail. Alright. Swim toward the light, focus on your mind, and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor, savor the moment, and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary art. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep it secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 whole more days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Whoa! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Bro held a secret so good he blocked it out of his own narration. I mean, hey, I respect it. You said to keep a secret, gotta keep it. Oh, it's you again, howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. And I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this word, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figured now was the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Ooh. Nag him to show your own strength? I don't think that's the way. I think he's gonna think we're too cocky. With this one, I think he might be insulted that we know his recipe's better. I think he might think that 12 flavors might be a bit too much. I think we gotta be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Is Cool. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know I've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you. Boo! Boo! Fucking loser! Bros before hoes! Unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? Timmy too, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Mr. Is Cool. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Why is her expression so womp? Oh my. 2 potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price to pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I pick for her? Well, Pop can speak English, so he might be better. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Why do I get to choose for her? Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and, without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough, it's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Ooh, see, I know the lore here. Only one of these is on the KFC menu. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing her whole face to go beet red. Embarrassing, you turned away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Making perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd be better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Mr. Iscool's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. Looks like Mr. Iscool was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I can teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. No, we kind of pulled a bitch move on her earlier. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Mr. Iscool as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Mr. Iscool's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking in autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed all the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps, so you know well your intention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud, very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Ooh my. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, You fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Mr. Iscool. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in silky salt water sauce, plated on a battle axe forged of my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will look on me with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. The shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poison of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Mr. Iscool? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts. That our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are you forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connected with another chef on an emotional level. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he running on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Oh shit, he's coming at me first. Defend. Decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one eye just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Hey, babe. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat load of good that defense did. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow large and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack again. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. That's why we just got to keep attacking. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. Wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops the air. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Pinch! Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster's defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this. I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appeared at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magical spells with golden chicken on the cover. You open the door and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. It's the Necro Nom Nom Nom. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Shoo! You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories? Or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be... I think I might like Pop. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he found a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats, just because he put on a hat one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat, he wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices! The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said that it was a powder created from super duper dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor is unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would have loved to learn more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Favorite cough. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me! No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Ooh. I'd rather just tell her nothing, because lying to her would make her put something stupid in and ruin her cooking. Ooh. Alright, here's my thinking. It's one ingredient. I think the Colonel will be mad, but ultimately, due to not knowing the rest of the 10, I think he'll forgive me. If I make up a fake ingredient, that might fuck up her cooking in the future. Okay, I'll tell you, but it has to stay secret. Miriam nods furiously. He told me that he uses... Never would have guessed that, would you? Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and he figured that you satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Owen rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. No, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Mr. Iscool just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame my girl for trying. I have a question. I might have an answer. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. What is the best Rhythm Heaven song? Oh, that is a good fucking question. In terms of individual mini games, my favorite is Air Rally, but in terms of songs, I really like Remix 3 from Fever. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van, but he sees you coming. Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Think you should probably sleep? Ads rip. You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna delay everything until the ad breaks are over. How do I delay everything? Allow me to take a sip of my water while I think of something. Allow me to go make food because I don't know, it's a food game. I'm hungry. Actually, no, we don't fucking have anything that I can make in 3 minutes. Oh well. I have a Chick-fil-A cup from this morning's breakfast. It's chicken, not quite the same chicken, but oh my fucking god, I look so weird. Oh my god, who is this guy? I shaved last night solely for this stream, just for the bit, but oh my god, I'm not used to myself. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Hey, babe. Oh. Hey, babe, what's your name? I'll need to know if we're gonna be screaming it all night. There. Shit. I don't look natural. I'm so used to seeing myself with facial hair now. It's been so long since I've shaved. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this one's weird. I don't like this. Can I glue my facial hair back on? Can I glue it back on? No, just no. What? I never said they were good. I never said they would be good. I just said they would be pickup lines. Good lord. Oh, hey, I can... You guys want to see something cool? So, you know the movie Wicked, yeah? I'm still rating them. Okay, fair enough. You know the movie Wicked? The funny Wizard of Oz pink and green? On Wednesday, I got asked by a manager if I wanted to bring home some caramel corn. This shit's green! Alright, welcome back, Twitch people. The ad break is hopefully over. I did not progress the text just for you guys. It's kind of stale. My mom left the bag open. Whoa. Yes, you can. Yes, I can what? Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? It's like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. I'm going to bed now. Good night. Good night, Minnie. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Finally get a good look at it is what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that it rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Whoa, what imp is in this game and how is they hot? Yeah, Ashley is, Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Mr. Is Cool? Naturally. This appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the bullshit. Bullshit! I eat atomic wings from Wingstop. Those bitches are 300,000 Scoville units. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Oh, this guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Oh, you must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Dude, this girl's fucking thigh game is strong. You know what, Van Van? You're on. Bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Mr. Who's Cool. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face. Shit, my lamp is behind my monitor. I was gonna turn it on and blast my face. That joke won't work. Because it's behind my monitor. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! Woo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Hang fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature do you water boil at? Always boil 100 seconds after you turn the heat on 100 degrees Celsius. Wrong! What were you thinking, Mr. Iscool? Get your head in the game. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Santa's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say? 11! That's right, you might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Ooh, trust. That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice. You meet and draw energy from that place. There should be a great time to understand you. Where does it come from? The shoulder of Orion. That's wrong! That's a horrible time to start forgetting important things. Can you possibly recover from so many wrong answers? Nope! Game over. Oh, shit. Try again! Always try again. Okay, let's not fuck it up this time. You're on. You're on. What does this do? Oh, okay, it's a fast forward button. I have to hold it. 100 degrees Celsius! When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need to season the chicken before you cook it. 11. Vigilance. That's wrong! Small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not gonna miss it. Ooh, you try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Bubbling. That's wrong! Maybe get the spray bottle. You notice Colonel Santa's out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Mr. Iscool. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonful of gravy? Blowing you a kiss. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. You were staring on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. On a gondola. Just have to do crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits. Really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough to a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Mr. Iscool does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know where it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Mr. Iscool, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, no, no. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Mr. Iscole's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Mr. Iscole to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. I'm getting a phone call from my sister, hold on. Okay, we're good. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. We are good. Okay, we're good. There may be a surprise coming. It might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way, but I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. My sister's calling again. Are you fucking... Hello? Oh, Okay, crisis averted a second time. The world's not ending yet. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowing presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko? It is. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I'd procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad gooks in the kitchen of life, Mr. Iscool. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home life must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside... He's had the beard! That's fucking funny. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop researching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. Bro's had the beard since birth. How'd that not cause a rug burn? C-section. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded... Ooh, get it away from me! Ooh, coleslaw! The shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of the Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until it's just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'll have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seemed like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are some various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, I want to learn about his cock. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? It must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. What is that? The comb. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. Hi, once again, single again on Valentine's Day. Don't you mean Single Awareness Day? When you take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Single Awareness Day! One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick and appear to be cheersing them. Neither of them are holding those. Look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his herbs and spices. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a secret note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Sashimi. Oh my god. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. I've never ate KFC before, and this is my first time seeing anything about the restaurant other than knowing it exists. I'm not gonna lie, some of the food is pretty fucking good, I won't lie. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! Tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door, but the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Mr. Iscool? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Shoo, honk, shoo, honk, shoo. I was playing CODMBR and I got knocked and 4 motherfuckers were dancing on me. I got mad and started yelling on the mic. They roasted me on not having anybody. I don't know what CODMBR is. COD Mobile Battle Royale? Is that what it is? For now, I'm gonna be toxic as fuck on COD, probably. You awaken to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You could think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's only a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Ayo? Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. With the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. What illegal substance are you putting behind that sensor bar? Ketamine. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. And of course I told him, you'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can't get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say shush house as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own is just too much fun to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam wants to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school... Better love story than Twilight. They were playing that in my theater. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one for one right away. I'll have a swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I am literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Mr. Is Cool. I suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Never! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. Oh, hi. I'm celebrating Singles Awareness Day the only way I know how.
Singles Awareness Day is technically the day before.
Well, it's today now, sorry. Did you guys get anything?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, well. Sucks. I'm spending Singles Awareness Day playing the KFC dating sim.
Actually seen Dan and Phil play this.
Oh, it's always Dan and Phil.
They're my gaming channel, bro. If I were to watch a gamer, it's them.
Why don't you ever watch me?
I watch you sometimes.
Oh, that's horrifying to think, actually.
Really?
Not gonna lie, yeah.
Every once in a while, if I go on YouTube and I see that you're live, I'm like, oh, let's click in.
Ooh, that's a scary thought.
What do you think I'm seeing on Last Account?
No, it's just, I'm a different person on mine, you know?
You are, bro.
Just saying.
Very vocal.
I'm a different person.
Very loud.
Yeah. Did you bring me the Dr. Pepper from the fridge? Thank you. Gang. 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 KFC has arrived. I've never actually had a KFC biscuit. Tell the surprise guest to say hello, that would be my sister. Alexi, my chat says hello.
Hi, chat.
Hearing you say that sounds funny.
What? Hey,
Hi.
chat, comment down below.
Yeah, chat, leave the comments down below.
Hey, chat, if I could get a red balloon below,
What does that mean?
a red balloon emoji. Spam
Chat,
the
can I get some red balloon emojis?
Chat, let's spam the red balloon emoji.
You want to be on?
If they spam the red balloon emoji,
They spam the red balloon emoji. Do you want to wave at the camera?
my hand can wave. I fell down at work, so I'm feeling humble.
You feeling humble? I see. Love you.
Love you. Have a good stream.
Thank you. Well, you know what that means. Quite unexpectedly, whoop-ow! It is. My headphones almost fell off. Quite unexpectedly, eggplant emoji. That is not the right emoji. We got the KFC Spork. Quite unexpectedly, we've got an episode of Mealtime with Quo. And what do we got today? The sauce spill. Ooh. A KFC famous bowl. Nashville popcorn chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn, and plenty of cheese. This shit's pretty good, I won't lie. This is one of my favorite things to eat. Maybe not the Nashville chicken part. That part's new. It's usually not. Oh. The Nashville chicken, the spicy chicken, it's new, so I'm not used to it. I've tried it once and didn't like it, but I thought I want to try it again. It's actually pretty good in this one. The last one I tried it in was the mac and cheese one. What is that emoji? Red. What is that? Oh, it's Super Mario! Super fucking Mario! And obviously we got some biscuits, and these biscuits are really fucking good. What the hell? These biscuits are really fucking good. I was not expecting that. Like, I thought they were gonna be dry and bland as hell. But no. These are amazing. God damn! Oh my god! Jesus! You know, it's gonna be really hard playing at the same time while eating. when the gameplay is talking. Colonel Sanders arrives just in time as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Mr. Iscool has that hand feeling. I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Are you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe the winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? About the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Mr. Iscool, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Mr. Iscool. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. The good thing is, aside from the chicken, all this stuff can be swallowed without chewing, just in one bite. So it'll be fast. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book! It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know, who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on my upcoming final exam. That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose stretches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched atop— Oh no! Orange squirrel! Ah, it's me! It's me. Fucking delicious, dude. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the outside of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Quote, run, Mr. Sprinkles is gonna get you. It's too late. I've already been gotten. Better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but any other squirrels he's in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Mr. Iscool, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again! That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for him getting banned from every museum we step foot in. Oh, so that's what you mean by shush house. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his, creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. You said it. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. As time approaches, see you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I can smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed Man-Man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test and recipe you've been working on. Mr. Iscool's famous chicken pot pie. They have those at KFC too. Unfortunately, I don't like chicken pot pie. I'd rather have one of these. And just like that, all the chicken is gone. Unfortunate. They only put like 5 pieces in. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Mr. Iscool, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, I'm just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desire, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. It's gonna burn everything down if I do that. Fess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a helping. It was made with a heaping helping of TLC. It'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Time to show Colonel Sanders my pull-out game. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! It's to accept to cook everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you. The mac and cheese from KFC is fucking awesome, by the way. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find ways to improve on something that'll put his something perfect. His original recipe, rights reserved fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! And Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Hey, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. That's 2 students who have died. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley and has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you. Mr. Is Cool! Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Mr. Is Cool, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, then who's driving the bus? Who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, neither of you know that Colonel Sanders made that first ingredient up to throw you off the trail of his secret recipe. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve? What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel the Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. And I have to go, but I hope you all have a great rest of your day with this odd game. See you soon. Later, Rainbow Redux. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for— Yes, Mr. Iscool, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Mr. Iscool, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to do is make mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Time expired, and it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. Oh, okay, time's up. Don't mind if I do. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Bop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that could only have come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenges, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSIL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir or beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. Now there's only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final project. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. It's ad time, baby. You know what that means. I'm just gonna scarf the fuck down on my food. I'm eating KFC. Did you guys know that their chicken is cooked with 11 herbs and spices? Look at that shit, dude. Ah, beautiful. Fucking amazing. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Corn, mashed potatoes, gravy, cheese. Dude. Oh, right. Can't forget the biscuit. beautiful. Look at it. Easily able to split into two. I'm not gonna do that though. Mmm. Mmm. Fuck, that's good. Mmm. Dude. Mmm. Yeah, maybe KFC's alright. Hmm. And just like that, the bowl is empty. Damn, I know Super Bowl was last week, but talk about a Super Bowl. Am I right or am I right? Fucking amazing, dude. Fucking amazing. Fucking fantastic. I tell you, if you ever get the time, go to KFC, get one or two of these biscuits. These are fucking amazing, like way better than I thought they ever would be. Like Jesus, dude. I am shocked, amazed, and appalled at how good these are. Look who's on the stream preview. I am Steve. Oh god, that movie's gonna be a fucking mess. Oh shit, it comes out in 1.5 months. Oh my god, it comes out in 1.5 months. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Holy shit. I'm gonna get the poster for it too at the theater. That's awesome. I'm gonna get the poster for it because I work at the movie theater. Fucking amazing. I like this shirt a lot. It makes me look thinner somehow. Okay. Alright. Ad break is over. Hi, welcome back, Twitch ad people. You missed nothing. I finished my meal though. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon needles and savory soup. Word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Kamaki I spy floating up in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Mr. Is Cool, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an Axion urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. Best viewers where? Remove the space. Holy shit. Dude, that's awesome. Thanks for letting me know. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it, sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to speak up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something? Mr. Is Cool? I told you, it's a display piece! Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. She has a point, honestly. She has a point. She did cook it. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. She has a point. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. This class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Dude, this is what my sister called and asked what I wanted. This is what I wanted. They were out of mac and cheese though, so I had to get the mashed potato bowl. This shit is amazing. This shit fucking amazing. The mashed potato, or the mac and cheese popcorn chicken bowl. Fucking A+, dude. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. It's when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen. You give me this thing. It'd completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, 7 years, I never have tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley. So impressive, even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Oh, don't cry. It's not too late to be friends. You guys want to hang out sometime? You guys and your 2 incredibly smoking hot bods. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow, ow. You know that Sprinkles is a master chef, also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? How's it going, you two? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts are allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refers to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe, oh my god, you are so fucking cute. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. I mean, she was the only other person who passed the class, aside from me and Colonel Sanders, so good job. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see parched off his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we can do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. You're a Nepo baby. We got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen? I'm not sure if even he knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. Ooh, she's not shallow. She's more interested. She's not interested just because he's a king. Ooh, this girl's got depth. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown up by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of a sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of the Earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh, I want more of those biscuits. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man, but not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. You know what, Colonel? I think I already have. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Mr. Iscool, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you'd expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes. Yes! Yes! I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you. Mr. Iscool. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. No. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Mr. Iscool, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. But along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Oh no, I'm about to get fucking jump scared by the fucking loudest song on demand. Ah! Wow. Oh, that just okay. I don't know why. I don't know what I expected to change. Yeah. Okay. Load. There's 10 at. Wow, this is a short game. Well, I'll be credits. I don't remember. I don't recognize any of these names. Are there any voice actor credits? I heard some people interject. Probably not. Well, that was a short ass game. Frankly, I kind of expected that, but you know, it is what it is. Is there anyone I could raid? Is there anyone even live right now? Oh, Leah is sleeping. Yeah, or sleeping. Leah is sleepy is her username. Leah is streaming. Fuck it, let's raid Leah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on. There, we're gonna raid Leah. That's our raid message. That's our raid message. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching and stopping by on this beloved Valentine's Day. It has been a weirdly Colonel stream, Colonel Sanders. Weirdly short stream. Next Tuesday we're doing more Twilight Princess. Alright, well. Fun game. That was funny. Not what I expected. Except I kind of do expect it. Ashley, best girl. Have a good night, everyone.